So my name is Io, and today I'll be talking to you about a few things actually. One of which is why we only have two equinoxes. And just so you know, an equinox is when we have equal day and night. So the Earth is only perpendicular to the Sun 2 times a year on its orbit, and that is the only time when all parts of the Earth have the same amount of daylight and same amount of night, which is 12 hours for each. The connection between the winter solstice and the autumnal equinox. And who is John G. Jackson? How they relate. Here's how the autumnal equinox and the winter solstice relate. Note that the winter solstice is the time when the day stops dying and is reborn. And here's what I mean by this. If you don't know already, the winter solstice is the time when the longest night is upon us in the whole year. There are 12 hours of day and 13 hours of night. And this was according to Atlanta in 2017. After the winter solstice, the days gradually become there gradually becomes more day and less night. When the day has come back enough for night and day to be equal, the Earth is perpendicular to the Sun and the autumnal equinox happens. John G. Jackson. He was born on April 1st, 1907 in Atkins, South Carolina. He died October 13th, 1993. He was a Pan-Africanist, historian, lecturer, teacher, writer, and atheism activist. And fun fact, in 1925, while still in high school, he was invited to work for Marcus Garvey's newspaper, The Negro World. And my source for the John G. Jackson stuff is Wikipedia, but Wikipedia got it from AfricaWithin.com. The connection between the summer solstice and the spring equinox, and how seasons are made. How they relate. Here's how the summer solstice and the spring equinox relate. Note that the summer solstice is when the day starts to die. And also, if you didn't know already, the summer solstice is when we have the longest day in the whole entire year. There are 15 hours of day and 9 hours of night. And this is according to Atlanta also, except this time it was in 2018. And after the days after the summer solstice, there begins to be more night and less day gradually. When the day has gone away enough for day and night to be equal, the spring equinox will happen. How seasons are made. The tilt of the earth is why we have seasons. In January, the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun and is getting less sunlight, while the southern hemisphere is tilted toward the sun and is getting a lot of the sun's light. So in January, the southern hemisphere has summer and the northern hemisphere has winter. In June, the opposite happens. The northern hemisphere is tilted toward the sun to get summer, and the southern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun to get winter. When the equinoxes comes around, we get spring and fall. And that's it. Thanks for watching.